test it, make sure the sound works.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're good.
Okay.
Ready? Now pause. Don't hit play yet.
Okay. You can stop it.
Okay.
Okay. I have a question
What?
before we start. I feel like my mouth is all pinchy when I look at the videos. I feel like, is that really what I look like?
Here, show me again.
Really, seriously.
I haven't noticed. Show me again.
I can't.
Yeah.
You saw the videos. Does it look all pinchy?
Do you want to know, or do you just want me to? A little bit.
Well, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say
I
no.
asked you if you wanted to know.
Well, I know, but if I really want to know, I say it's not a trap.
Okay.
So if I sort of want to know, but I want you to encourage me,
Hey,
don't say that.
you look beautiful.
I don't believe you.
Come on. You ready?
Okay.
Oh crap! We just did all that.
Seriously?
Yeah. Come on, let's go on.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Hold still. Okay.
You're cut it out of the frame.
Okay.
You need to move over.
Oh, trick. It's a trick.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Wayne.
And we are living French in our 70s. That's pathetic.
It is good. Good. Yes, that's true. We are.
Yes. Anyway, first of all, we wanted to thank everybody who's been watching and is watching, and we just really appreciate everyone. We appreciate you signing up to follow us, and kind of humbled by that. We just are documenting our experiences, and if we can help somebody else in their plans to come to France, we hope that happens. So anyway, today we wanted to just kind of go over a couple of things that we may have repeated previously, but sometimes people don't obviously watch every video. So Wayne's going to start out talking about getting a bank account.
Yeah, bank account. We've heard it's very difficult, but at the same time, it was not for us.
Mm-hmm.
We had a place lined up. We had somebody that spoke English,
Mm-hmm.
so we were able to get all the information and out so we understood it, and that was great. So it's just a matter of going in and getting it done, and that way you can get your phone service
After that,
and if you need to get utilities, they want to be able to see that you have a bank account. Now, one thing that's interesting is the bank knows as much about you as you do, because all of that information that you needed for your visa is the same information they want to see. So here's a pro tip for you, is for you to put all that information that you use to get your visa, put it in an envelope and keep it together, because they're going to want to see every bit of that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wonder what do we do with this, what do we do with that.
Yeah, just keep it all together for future use. So the other thing I want to talk to you about is the self-service. As Wayne said, once you have your bank account, it's really easy to get self-service in France, and it is not a contract. It is a month-to-month service that you pay on a monthly basis. When we were in the United States, we were paying about $200 a month just for the two of us to have unlimited cell service. Here in France, we're only paying $50 a month total. So
what a difference.
Yeah, so it's a huge difference. I've accidentally called Wayne's U.S. number a couple of times, and the call didn't even go through, and it was a couple of dollars. So it is expensive, to call outside of France.
And that was just realized. Connect,
yeah,
boom, done.
Yeah. So anyway, the other thing that we did that was recommended was parking our U.S. numbers with Google Voice. That means that you actually take your phone number that everybody, your family, your friends, everybody you know,
that you've had for 20 years.
Usually people have had that number for a long time. And so you park that with Google Voice. You don't want to do it before you're ready to leave, like the day before or something, because what happens is, well, you can do it anytime you want to, but what happens is that turns off your cell service. And you don't want to, if you don't want to turn off your cell service in the United States until the last minute, you want to wait to park your number. We were told you could not park your number with Google Voice unless you were in the United States. And actually, we parked mine still in the United States at the airport. I was having so much trouble doing Wayne's that we didn't get it done. And then when we were in France, I went ahead and tried it, and it worked. So I can't say that it'll work for everybody, but it's about $20 a number to park it, so it's not expensive. And then Google Voice is free to use, so you can make calls all over the world through Google Voice, and they will receive that call under that parked number. So they'll see your U.S. number, know who it is, and be able to answer it.
So this is what we do. Tell your people to, when they call you, they're not going to get you like you pick up the phone. They're going to leave a message, or they can text message, and you'll get that.
Yeah, you get their voicemail, but you can set it up to receive a call.
Right, but maybe you don't want to do that because, like in the States, it can be up to 9 hours on the West Coast, and you don't want to get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
About because your brother-in-law wants to borrow your weed whacker. So you want to, that can wait.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Yeah. So that's one thing that we found out. The reason we didn't set it up to receive calls, that's one reason. The other reason is because I wasn't quite sure if we would get charged a long distance fee through our cell service in France. So it's working out fine. The other application that you can use while you're here is called WhatsApp, WHATAPPS or APP. And it's a simple app that you can download. You can also message people through WhatsApp. We're using it for phone calls to the U.S. and it's no charge, and you can call anybody. So that's another good one. Then the other thing I wanted to mention was NordVPN. We are using NordVPN to get a VPN number so that it appears when we are connected to the internet. If we choose, we can connect to a satellite or whatever in the United States.
What good does that do?
Well, this is really nice because if you have shows that you like to watch that are United States shows, you can't necessarily get them on French TV. But if you're watching on the internet and you're connected to the United States, you can watch, for me, I like Hallmark. You can watch Netflix movies or series that you're watching from the United States.
TV shows?
Well, it depends if you're subscribed to like Peacock or Paramount. If it would have different shows in France than it has in the United States. So if you have some favorites, it's a good idea to have that ability to have a VPN so that you can appear to be coming from the United States.
What if you want to watch French TV? What do you do then?
Then you don't. Then you just are logged into France. You can log into anywhere, Ireland, anywhere in any country, that you want to, you can log into or have it connected to. So,
okay.
Yeah. So that's that. The other thing, last thing we wanted to talk a little bit about was our experience buying a car.
Yeah, what a difference. If anybody's bought a car in the United States, and I don't know, probably anywhere but the United States, it's grueling. I mean, it's almost
in the United States. In the United States,
it's
grueling.
Absolutely barbaric. Because I mean, we've been in our younger years when we were kind of young and stupid. We could be at the dealership for like 8 hours.
Or they're trading off salespeople and trying to make this deal and that deal, and you don't even know what you're signing by the end of the day.
And it's all purposely done. It's all going to wear you down and this, that, and the other. My point is here, and we've also been in Europe. It's basically, it's kind of like buying a shirt. You go in there and they tell you it's $15.99. You agree to that? Okay, sign here, sign there. You're done.
Yeah.
Pay your money and you're done.
So the paperwork was super easy. Of course, as we've mentioned, our use of French Connections HCB, we have used them, and they actually our representative Juliet came out with us to the car dealer. In fact, she had sent us a bunch of different cars to look at before we even went to see this one, and we got to pick. Okay, I think we like this one, and then she was able to tell us what the contract was saying, what we were signing.
That's huge.
It is. It makes you feel.
And the people are very nice at the
yeah,
dealership.
yeah.
They're trying. They kind of know a few English words, and you're both trying to use the Google Translate and the whole thing.
Yeah, but Juliet was really invaluable in helping us with buying the car. Also, they connected us with the insurance company to get car insurance. So that was great. Apparently in France, and I don't know if this is true for all car dealers, we bought ours through Renault, and they kept the car for a week after we had signed the paperwork to do a complete check of the car. And they put 2 new tires on it. And this was after we'd already agreed.
After we'd already
signed the price paperwork and everything. And so that was kind of a surprise, because they completely, did a top to bottom check on it to make sure that when we took it away, it was running as it should, and the tires were great, and
it was good.
It was all good. So anyway,
did you hear the birds?
I can hear the birds. Yeah, a little bit.
We've been doing it since we've been doing this. Cars going by too.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's all we had for you today. Again, we want to thank everybody who's watching and for signing up. Let us know if there's any other things that you want us to talk about. We're
gonna make a trip this weekend, so
we're gonna document. We'll let you know. It's gonna be an adventure, we think. And then next week we're actually traveling to Ireland. We've never been there, and I've always wanted to go. It's really inexpensive to actually fly. Inexpensive to fly. That's what I said. Don't tell me you didn't hear that. I said it right. Anyways, it is inexpensive. You can get inexpensive flights to anywhere in Europe. And so we'll be flying into Dublin and taking a hairy drive with a rental car on the wrong side of the road. So I'm not doing it. He's doing it.
Why do they still do that?
I don't
know. Anyway, we're done.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So, bonne journée.
Bonne journée. A bientôt.
Okay, take 4. Hi guys, I'm adding a little addendum to the video that we just did because I forgot to mention wise.com, WISE.com. And the reason I wanted to mention that is we found that for us, it's been a very inexpensive way to transfer money from our American accounts to our French bank account or our rental account. So that might be an option that will work for you. They really don't charge very much for the transfer, and their conversion fees are exactly right. So just want to mention that and tell you we'll have the links for that, for NordVPN, for French Connections in the description below. So again, thanks everybody, and a bientôt.